Growing up, our dad would take us to Korean barbecue restaurants. This was many years before Korean barbecue became as popular as it is today. And so from all of these years of eating Korean barbecue and some French food, I give you my Gochujang pork chops. All right, well, we'll start this by putting your gochujang paste into a big mixing bowl and then adding what I think is a decent amount of finely minced garlic, along with a good amount of chopped green onion. Next, you'll incorporate olive oil until the gochujang is thinned out a bit. It's a little bit thick to begin with, so you want to thin it out with the oil. I added oil a few times until I got the right consistency, which should ultimately look something like this. Next, in a glass baking pan like this, you'll place your pork chops and season with kosher salt, and of course you'll do this on both sides. You won't need a whole lot of salt. The gochujang paste does have a fair amount of salt in it. Alright, now for your marinade. Take about half of your marinade that you mixed earlier and spread it evenly over one side of the chops. And then of course, flip your chops over and do the same with the rest of your marinade, ending up with something that looks like this. Now wrap all of this tight in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge for up to 24 hours and a bare minimum of 4 hours. The next afternoon, I had this. Now we did put quite a bit of our marinade on the pork chops, which is important. And equally important is to take off any excess marinade before you put these on the grill. You don't want excess marinade dripping down and creating unwanted bursts of flame, which could burn parts of the pork chop, and you don't want that. You want a nice even sear. And you want a nice even coating of the marinade on your chops. Something like this. Of course, you'll have been preheating your gas grill or have prepared your charcoal grill or your open wood fire. I have my gas grill set on high, as hot as it can go, because it doesn't get that hot. So that's how I usually cook with it. I regulate heat by adjusting what one could call the aperture of the lid. Okay, you'll place your pork chops on the grill. Yes, those are some chicken skewers I made for my mom. I also grilled some corn on the cob, which were boiled for a bit before I put them on the grill. I cooked the pork chops for between 5 to 7 minutes on each side. And halfway in on one side, I rotated them to get the nice grill marks, you know. Now right here at about 7 minutes in, I flipped them over, and boy, look at those grill marks. And of course, what we try to achieve here is an internal temperature of about 145 degrees. Now I've never tried this recipe before, and I wasn't really sure what to expect, but these were beyond expectation. The meat was soft, juicy, very tender, and absolutely delicious. And of course, this was served with rice, kimchi, corn on the cob, which I did elote style, with mayonnaise, a little bit of that chili sauce, you know the kind, with the green lid, and of course, Parmesan cheese, and here's a glimpse of that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you do subscribe, and maybe even try this recipe and share your comments below. And thank you so much for watching.